So good morning. It is finally time for the ultimate fitness fragrance final. So if anyone doesn't know, for the last sort of couple of weeks I've been testing out all my fragrances to try and work out which is the best one for all my workouts, for surviving showers, essentially just getting you through a day, whether it's going to work, going to the gym, going for a run. What are the best fragrances out there that perform well, get compliments, and ultimately are just good value for money? And today we're finally down to the final 8. Now I don't want to sort of keep talking about them for too long here because I've already been through all these fragrances as well. If you haven't seen them, definitely go watch the other videos as well because I've explained them in a bit more detail. But what I'm going to quickly do is remind everyone of the 8 fragrances, roughly what they smell like, and what test we're going to do today, and which one ultimately will then come out the winner. Okay, so again, in no particular order, this is an Acqua de Parma scent. This is one of my more expensive ones. This is essentially a Neroli scent. Acqua de Parma, Essenza, just smells like, well, it is just Neroli. It's a Neroli bomb. Lovely, perfect for summer. Very, very classy. This one, complete other end of the spectrum. This is a clone of Tom Ford Fabulous. This is Luxury's Fantastic Fabulous. Smells exactly like it. The best bit though is it performs even better than the original, so it's like a leather and vanilla scent. Retro, again similar price, around £15 for this one. Ted Lapidus Boron, very old school pineapple scent, but the performance on it in the sillage, it travels for miles. It is brilliant for performance. First one that I did, Lush Lord of Misrule, fantastic. Very minty smell. It's a body spray, but it performs amazingly well, just like an odour to that. Look at the size of that sprayer. So lasts all day. I'm choking myself out now. But great scent. One that won the other day, Cool Vetiver by Marks and Spencer's. Apparently smells like Creed Aventus. I have to say I've never smelled Creed Aventus. Essentially this is just very fresh, like a shower gel sort of smell. Hermes Eau Givree, so a flanker of the original. Just smells like you've gone into a greenhouse of tomatoes. It's really nice and long-lasting citrus scent, and they don't normally last that long. This was the one that didn't win, but Bentley for Men Absolute. I just think it smells like Coca-Cola, but it's extremely woodsy. Really nice, classy scent, and certainly smells more expensive than £30, that's for sure. And then the last one I'll talk about, Zara Red Rodeo. It's a strawberry scent. Now, I don't know many men's scents or any fragrances really that have strawberries at top note. This one does. And I have to say it's very prominent in it, very prominent. So they are the 8 fragrances. There's going to be 5 categories that we're going to judge them on. So I'm going to tell you them now. So to determine the overall winner today, basically there's 5 categories and they're 5 sort of slightly different ones. Kind of roughly what I've done before, but I'm going to try and change them a little bit for this final because I know they're all great scents anyway. So we're obviously going to consider price. So value for money, which one I think is the best value for money. Not necessarily the cheapest, but the one that I think has the best overall price. If you were going to buy one, you had a budget to buy one spray, which one would I recommend? The scent, which one I think actually just smells the best, because let's be honest, we all just want to smell good, and that's really important. And obviously you want to get compliments, and I have to say the ones I like the most tend to be the ones that get complimented the most, so obviously people think the same. We're going to do a spray off in a minute, so that'll be the first test today. What I'm going to do as well is normally I do like a shower test where I take them to the gym and spray. I can't take all these 8, they're too heavy, they're far too heavy. My bag's starting to get a hole in actually where I've been carrying so many heavy fragrances. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to spray my arm and my neck and my chest as I perform a run this morning. Then we're going to test to see which one lasts through the run, when I walk to the gym, the shower, if I can smell any of them by the end. So that's going to be the other challenge. And then the other one that I've not done before, we're going to do a room linger test. So what I'm going to do, when I come back from a run, I spray the room, I'm going to go down, I'm going to have my coffee, and then I'm going to come back upstairs. Once I've drunk my coffee, can I smell a fragrance that's lingered in the room the most? So which sort of fragrance fills the room up with its scent the most? And by that stage, we'll have hopefully an overall winner. If not, then we'll have to do some extra rounds, but I'm hoping that we'll have an overall winner from them. Right, it is time to start the spray off. So again, these are going to be completely random. I'm going to just pick up 2, and obviously winner stays on. So if you haven't seen them before, that's the rules of the spray off I'm doing. So we're going to start with Cool Vetiver against Red Rodeo. So a very fresh scent against a strawberry scent. Are we ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Red Rodeo's won that. Okay, so Red Rodeo stays on. It's going to go up against Acqua de Parma, Essenza, Neroli scent. Air is clear. 3, 2, 1. Essenza. Okay, so the more expensive ones won. Lord of Misrule, so by Lush, against Acqua de Parma, Essenza. Are we ready? Air is clear, I've got the wind. It's really windy today, so it's blowing it through nicely. 3, 2, 1. Essenza's won that. I have to say, I thought the extra sort of spray that comes out, that the extra sort of strength that would come through. But no, Essenza has won. Right, Lapidus against Acqua de Parma, Essenza, the pineapple set. This is nuclear strong. I think this one's going to win. Air is clear. 3, 2, 1. Lapidus has won that one. Okay, so the Tom Ford Fabulous clone against Lapidus. 3, 2, 1. Air is definitely clear. Lapidus is ridiculous. It really is. If you haven't had this, try it. Wow, that's strong. Right, I'm stepping back. Right, air is clear. So this is Bentley for Men Absolute against Ted Lapidus Pour On. 3, 2, 1. Lapidus, not even close. Can't even. Oh wow, I can't even smell the other ones. That is so strong. Okay, can Eau Givree nick it at the end? Ted Hermes Eau Givree against Ted Lapidus. It's actually got in my eye. I can't even open my eye at the minute. The air isn't even clear. Right, I'm going to come really close to you for this one. Air is clear here. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, that's Lapidus. I have to say, that's won both spray offs that it's been in. Ted Lapidus Pour On. My room. Wow, it just smells of old school pineapple. This room linger test, to be honest with you, might already be over. I think that's already going to be stuck in my room for the next few hours. So the spray off winner, Ted Lapidus Pour On. He's got the first point today. Good start for an old school fragrance. It's very windy and it's quite chilly out there today. There might be a bit of chance of rain. Not used to that at the moment. It's been super hot lately. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray my arm with all the fragrances now. So I'm going to do a few on each side, maybe 2 on the front, 2 underneath. And then what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to keep this top on because I get really cold running. I'm going to put a little coat on as well. And essentially today, I'm not going to spray any more on myself. That is it. I want to see so it's 7 o'clock now. By sort of 12:30 when I'll smell again to sort of do the overall winner. I want to see if any of them have survived. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray my arms with a Lapidus here. We'll do very contrasting scents, so we definitely know which ones are which. Tom Ford Fabulous clone there. We'll go Cool Vetiver there. And let's go Bentley Absolute on this side. Okay, and then I'm going to spray the other arm with the remaining fragrances. It is so windy. Literally, I've finally changed direction now. I've had it in my face for the whole first 6 miles of this run. But now I'm really warming up, so it'd be interesting to see if these fragrances are lasting underneath a coat and a long sleeve top. As I said, they're going to last all the way to walking to the gym, my exercise and the shower, and then we'll see if I can smell any at the end. But yeah, so let's have a look at price. Let's consider price. Which one do I think is the best value for money out of all the ones I've got? Well, I have to say, I think it comes down to 2 for me. Lush Lord and Misrule and the fantastic fabulous Tom Ford Fabulous clone. So it's £12 or so, £13 you can kind of get the fabulous clone of for 100ml. It's about 25, it's gone up maybe a little bit more, but it's under £30 for Lord and Misrule. Now, Lord and Misrule you can't get all year normally it's a limited edition on Lush's website, but I'm going to give the winner for value for money to that one out of all the fragrances. It's unique, it's not a clone of anything, it gets a lot of compliments. My brother's basically the first person I knew had it. He'd had 3 people stop him, including once when I was walking with him. A lady just literally came up
sniffed him like that and just asked, what is that? Because he smelled so good. And I just think the performance of it, again, because the atomizers are so strong, it really sprays strong, and you just get so many compliments. Certainly suited to the gym. And as I said, it's not trying to copy anything. And if you want to stand out, I think it does that. So for under £30 for that wins it for me. So Lush, Lord and Misrule, best value for money. Okay, so round 3. Let's look at scent. Which one do I think smells the nicest? If money's no object. Down to 2 again for me here. Eau Givree, Hermes, Acqua, Parma, Essenza. Now I think there's a bit more complexity with Hermes Eau Givree. I think it's got a little bit more going on, whereas Essenza's quite linear in its smell. But I'm going to go, and I have to say, I think this one's probably the easiest pick for me. Essenza's the winner. It's the nicest smelling Neroli scent I've ever known. It's so classy. If you want to smell classy, you can dress that down. It's unisex. I wore it last night walking, and I have to say, it performed really well. I just smell it in the wind kicking up, and I think someone noticed it when we were walking by them. They sort of turned around, didn't say anything, but they turned around. I just think if you want to smell absolutely classy and you want to appreciate a really, really nice scent, sometimes I think simple is best, and I think in that case it really is. I've had it 3 times, not sick of it. I'd wear it for any occasion. So in terms of scent, Acqua, Parma, Essenza is the winner.
The kettle's boiling downstairs. I've actually come up for a buttermint, really. No. Doing the spray test. So what I'm going to do now is the room fill. So I'm going to spray my sprays 5 times. I'm going to come back up after I've drunk my coffee, see which one is lingering in the room the most, and that will win this round. So let's get on with it. Let's do Lapidus. 5. Cool Vetiver. Red Rodeo. Eau Givree. Fantastic, fabulous. Let's give that a couple more because it didn't spray very well. Lord and Misrule. Bentley for Men Absolute. And then Acqua de Parma Essenza. Okay. Gonna head downstairs, have my coffee. Room smells a mixture of, I don't even know now, but it still smells nice. Oh, I love coffee. It's got to be black coffee as well for me. I really like it. I have to say, I've not really had coffee as a fragrance note before. My brother's got one at the moment called Double Espresso, I think, and it's really, really nice. But they've been a little bit hit and miss. I think there was one called Halloween Man X that my brother had as well, which was a coffee fragrance, but it was very synthetic strong. Coffee is quite a strong note, so yeah, I need to have a little look for some coffee fragrances. I'd love to try a few, and if anyone, obviously those of you that know your fragrances, you can recommend some to me that I could buy, that'd be great. Not too expensive though, under £100 at least, because I don't have enough money for that. I've got too many other rubbish sprays. The night is so dark. It's going to rain in a minute. It's going to rain while I walk to the gym, I know. Right, heading up the stairs, have my door shut. So it'd be interesting now to see which spray is the strongest. Got no idea, so let's go in. I'd probably expect Lapidus. That's my pre. Oh, it's not. Now, I must admit, it's a mix of a lot of sprays. What is that? Hang on. I'm going to have to walk back out again because now I'm doubting myself. What spray is that I could smell when I came in? Lord of Misrule. It's the Lush Lord of Misrule that I can smell first.
There's a few sprays obviously lingering. The ones, bizarrely, that I can't smell is Essenza. I thought I could smell Essenza potentially, and Eau Givree, but no, I can't smell either of them. I'm smelling a bit of Red Rodeo from Zara as well, but yeah, and Lapidus. But the one that's definitely won this round, you know, I'm doubting myself. I'm going to give it to Red Rodeo. Because the reason I say that, the reason I'm not giving it to Lord of Misrule is that has the strongest atomizer, as I mentioned. And I just think as I came in the door, I could smell that one more because it's obviously just travelled a bit further. So it kind of sprayed or smelt in its own right. Now I've come to the middle of the room where all the fragrances were. I'm getting that sort of strawberry scent. So for that reason, I'm actually going to give it to Red Rodeo. Lapidus is definitely there, certainly in the background. That is the strongest one overall, no doubt. But the fact I'm getting a bit of fruitiness, and I'm certain it's none of the others, yeah, I'm going to give the point there to Red Rodeo. I did not expect that one. As I said, when I came in, Lord of Misrule was what I could smell, but I'm not giving it just because I think it travelled further from its atomizer. And also, let's be honest, we want to make the competition more interesting, but no, genuinely, that surprised me, and I think for that reason it deserves the point. Workout all done. Just smell my arm. To be honest, I can still smell all of them. You know, I put them on at 7 this morning. I've done a run. I've been to the gym. I've obviously walked to the gym. It's nearly 11 o'clock. That's 4 hours of sweating. That's not bad at all, is it? But of course, I've got to have a shower yet. And then when I walk back, I'm going to smell my arm and just see if there's any that still stand out above the rest. So, yeah, and that would be the ultimate winner. So if there's one that's already won a round, it wins this round, it's going to win the whole competition. I'm really interested to see what comes out on top. Okay, so I've just left the gym. It's 11:45, so essentially it's 5 hours ago that I last put fragrance on, which is a long time for me. Do we have an overall winner? It's time to find out. Sorry, I'm moving my arm around and moving the camera at the same time. Right, I have to say, I can smell most of them, which is a good sign. I think the one, and to be fair, it never was going to stand up against it today. Cool Vetiver's completely gone now. But yeah, that's a £10 fragrance. I think I have a winner, and it's certainly not one I expected, so I'll reveal now. Right, so I'll be honest with you, when I went into this today, I had 3 clear favourites I thought in mind. You know, there's 3 that I thought I really love them. I just think they're going to perform and do, you know, just do so well in these ones. Hermes Eau Givree, Acqua Parma, Essenza, and the Lush Lord of Misrule. Now, obviously, 2 of them have won a couple of rounds today, and Eau Givree hasn't won any, and I love that fragrance. And I've got to be honest, it hasn't won this one either, so I'm really surprised. I'd love to say it has, but, you know, this isn't about what I think, this is about what ultimately has performed. And the one that's won today is none of those 3. Because I could smell this one more in the shower as well. And the overall winner today, because it's now won 2 rounds, and it's won the survival sort of exercise tests from today, from this whole morning of exercise, is Zara Red Rodeo. That strawberry scent is really kicking up, and I couldn't believe it filled my room earlier when I did that as well, and it's really performed well. So that has won 2 of the 5 rounds, and that means it's overall a winner. We don't need an extra round. It has done the job. Very surprised, very, very surprised. Now I have to say, now I've sort of had a chance to think about it, I'm quite glad it has won in a way, because obviously in my mind I'm thinking, well, what do I like? And as I said, I love the scent of Essenza, but I'm really glad a Zara fragrance has won, because Zara's a shop that's around everywhere. You can go to a Zara shop in most places, and they always have fragrances in there. They change them a lot, but they do fragrances for both men and women, they do different scents for different occasions. I've had some sweet caramel scent. Obviously, I did nostalgia blue the other day, which is just a traditional blue fragrance. Obviously, I've had those pineapple ones as well, with the bogus vibrant leathers. And, the one that's won Red Rodeo is a very unique strawberry scent. And, for sort of £15 or so for a fragrance, we can get like gift sets for £30. Yeah, it's not really, really cheap, but you'll definitely smell different to the average person. They perform well. As I said, they just cater for everything. You can dress them up, dress them down. Some are a little bit more grown up, some are a bit more youthful. So actually, when I think about it, Zara really has covered all bases. And that's kind of really been what I wanted. As I said to you, I wanted to find the ultimate, one that does it all. Whether that's sort of going to work, going to the gym, doing all those things that you want to do, dress up, dress down. As I said, cater for men and women. Good value for money, because let's be honest, fragrances can be very expensive. And yeah, just perform how you want them to. And Red Rodeo has definitely done that. And I think overall as a house, because they're readily available, Zara deserves it. Zara is the overall winner. Right, time to head back and present the trophy to Zara, but most importantly to Red Rodeo.
Go then, after 2 weeks of hard graft trying around 60 odd fragrances to try and find the ultimate fitness fragrance, our champion, congratulations to Zara Red Rodeo. That is our champion, a very worthy winner. Well done. So yeah, that is it for today. And I have to say, over the last 2 weeks, I've absolutely loved doing this series. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's been good fun. I'm definitely going to still do some more fragrance videos. I'm going to do more fitness videos. I'm going to do basically a load more things because, I've loved doing it. And I have to say, I really appreciate all of the kind words for people that have, commented, interacted, subscribed, all of that. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. I know some of you have asked about Q&A as well. So more than happy if you want to comment below, put some questions to me. I'm going to do a day in the life of Harry this week as well. So for those of you that are following me now and subscribe to me, obviously I kind of just want to tell you a bit about myself really, because obviously I'm a stranger to all of you, and just kind of tell you why I've got a YouTube channel, and essentially why it's called Harry's Fundraising Channel, and just give a little bit more of a background to me. Obviously I've introduced you into certain things I'm interested in already, but I'd love to kind of share a bit more about it, and obviously talk all things fragrances if you want to talk all things fragrances as well. Just managed to get out all my fragrances. Actually, I put it on my mum and dad's bed. There's quite a lot there. I think I counted 59, so I'm going to take a picture of it in a minute and put it at the end of this video, and it'll be in the thumbnail as well. So if anyone wants me to answer any questions about some of the fragrances, or just give some of my recommendations. Obviously I'm a nobody, so I can only give you my thoughts on what I think works, but I know a lot of obviously influencers and stuff obviously sponsored, so they'll praise it, but I'll be completely honest about what I like and what I don't like. And hopefully we can share some of those ideas together. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Red Rodeo was the overall winner. But I have to say, all the fragrances you've seen, I don't think I've got a bad one at the minute. I like all the ones I've got, and hopefully you'll try some of them as well. But thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you again later.